Transitioning from the cover, you will see the screen headline Import Bill. The large title on the slide is How to Import Bill in PharmaZip. This slide introduces the task you will perform. Keep this procedure in mind as we open the dashboard next. From the previous slide, you are now on the main dashboard. Look at the top menu bar where Sales, Purchase, and other menus appear. The dashboard panels show stock and outstanding widgets. Next, we will open the Purchase menu to import a bill. Continuing from the dashboard, click the Purchase menu. In the drop-down, hover over Goods Receipt, Purchase, and select Import Bill. It is highlighted in the blue box. This opens the Import Bill onboarding form. Next, you will choose the supplier for this import. Moving on, the onboarding form opens and a supplier list pop-up appears. Click the supplier row you want from the list. The selected row is highlighted in the box. Use the search field at the top if needed. Next, choose the supplier setup file for the import. From the supplier selection, focus on the Select File for Upload area. Click the drop-down labeled Select Setup File and pick the supplier setup shown in the highlighted box. This links the supplier format to the import. Next, open your CSV file from your computer. After choosing the setup file, the file dialog opens for you to select the CSV. Navigate to your folder and click the correct CSV file. The chosen file is highlighted in the Open dialog box. Then click Open to load the file into the form. Next, select the loaded file name on screen. Now that the CSV is loaded, look at the area labeled File Name in the left panel. Tick the checkbox for the file name so the supplier product details appear. That row is boxed on screen. The product lines from the CSV will show below. Next, map the product to your product list. From the File Details view, click the product link under Product Name. To open the product list pop-up, select the matching product in the list. The chosen product row is highlighted. This maps the supplier product to your internal product. Next, confirm the mapping so the name is added successfully. Following the product selection, you will see the main form again with the product row highlighted. The headline reads Product Name Added Successfully and shows the mapped product in the grid. Check batch number, expiry date, quantity, MRP, and GST % fields in the row. Next, add an agency if the bill includes one. Continuing from the added product, click the field labeled Agency to open the agency list. Select the agency row if applicable. The chosen agency is highlighted on screen. This links the agency for commission or tracking. Next, validate the imported data before saving. After selecting agency, move to the bottom right and click the button labeled Validate Data. The button is boxed on the screen. The system will check for mapping errors and missing fields. Wait for validation to finish before proceeding. Next, save the validated bill. With data validated, click the green Save button at the bottom right. It is highlighted on the slide. A confirmation will appear and the message will show that the bill was imported successfully. This records the purchase and updates stock. Next, we will handle supplier formats not listed in the drop-down. If your supplier's billing software is not listed under Select Setup File, stay on the Import Bill form and open the drop-down to confirm. The unavailable software options are shown in the boxed area. If not present, you will configure a custom setup under Utilities. Next, open the Utility menu. From the dashboard, click the Utility menu at the top. In the drop-down, choose Supervisor Utility and then select Import Purchase Bill Setup. The path is highlighted in the blue box. This opens the Setup onboarding form for custom CSV formats. Next, review the Import Setup form fields. On the Import Purchase Bill Setup onboarding form, review the 3 columns: Header Setup, Item Setup, and Footer Setup. Use the drop-downs to set Header Row and Item Start Row as shown. Each field has a matching drop-down to map CSV columns. Next, open your supplier CSV to inspect column layout. In the CSV file, the first row starting with H represents the header information, which contains bill level details. The rows starting with T represent the item details for each product line. The row starting with F represents the footer, which contains total values and tax summaries. While configuring the import setup, the CSV file should be kept open for reference so the correct column letters can be mapped accurately in the header, item, and footer setup screens. Next, return to the setup form to map these columns. On this screen, we are configuring the import purchase bill setup by mapping the supplier's CSV file to the system fields. For example, in the CSV file, the bill number appears in column C of the first row. So in the header setup, we select C against bill number. Similarly, the bill date is available in column D. So we map bill date to D. Moving to the item setup, the supplier product name, such as vitamin D3 capsule 60K, is present in column F of the item rows. So we select F for supplier product name. In the same way, fields like batch number, expiry date, quantity, MRP, purchase rate, discounts, and GST are mapped by selecting the column letter where that data exists in the CSV. Once all header, item, and footer fields are mapped correctly and saved, this setup can be selected during import bill, allowing the system to automatically read and upload purchase bills from the CSV file without manual entry. Next, select the saved setup file in import bill. Return to the import bill form and open the select setup file drop-down. Choose your configured setup file from the list. The configured file is highlighted in the selection box. This allows you to import that supplier's CSV directly. Next, load the CSV and validate as before. That completes the process. You learned how to open import bill, select supplier and setup file, map CSV columns, validate data, and save the bill. For further help, contact the support number shown on the slide. Thank you, and try importing a sample CSV to practice these steps.